couple of months ago, the USDA issued a report on how our kids are doing nutrition-wise. Not surprisingly, concern about our kids' expanding waistlines was at the top of the list. But the report also gave kids a failing grade when it came to a few important nutrients: calcium, fiber, vitamin D, and another important one that you may not think about much, potassium. But we should be giving this vital mineral much more attention. Potassium serves so many important functions in the body. It helps the central nervous system to send its impulses throughout the body, and it helps us to efficiently extract energy from our food. And all our muscles, including the heart muscle, need potassium in order to properly contract. For adults, potassium helps to keep blood pressure in range. And even though high blood pressure isn't a major problem for kids, if they get in the habit of eating potassium-rich foods when they're young, it could help them to keep their blood pressure in check as they age. Interestingly, the same foods that provide us with the most potassium, fruits and vegetables, whole grains, beans, and dairy products, would also help kids to correct the other shortages of calcium, fiber, and vitamin D mentioned in the report. But our kids simply are not eating enough of these healthy foods. Toddlers are only getting about 2/3 of the potassium they need, and the shortfall tends to creep up as kids get older. Teenage girls fare the worst. They're getting on average less than half of the recommended amount of potassium from their daily diet. The amount of potassium that kids need increases with age. Toddlers need about 3,000 milligrams a day, but that number jumps up to 4,700 by the time kids are 14. It takes a really well-balanced diet to hit these recommended intakes every day. The richest fruit sources of potassium are melons, bananas, avocados, and apricots, followed by citrus fruits and strawberries. The highest potassium vegetables are tomatoes, carrots, broccoli, spinach, and green beans. Fruits and vegetables are by far the richest sources of potassium. Milk, meat, fish, poultry, whole grains, and beans make the remaining contributions of potassium to the diet.